What up, gents? It's your boy Tyler here. Welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Crackle channel. Tonight, guys, we got a sick one for you. All right, so this is one that a buddy sent over to me. Got a shout out Smurf. Got a shout out J Papa. Thank you so much, bro. Veepon X Ultroner Royal VI3. All right, so this is a .aio mod. This is a mod that accepts .rbas. All right, so and then of course I got the Tita RBA. All right, so these ones came out a little bit ago. This one definitely came out a while ago, but this one's kind of brand new because it's a new colorway. All right, it's the army green one. So here we are, guys. I have the mods out of their packaging. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. Manual's out of the way, and check her out, dude. Get all this out of the way. Oh yeah, ready to see the coolest part? Cha-ching. Got my name on it, bro. All right, so this is one of the coolest parts about it is whoa. So this is one of the coolest things about it is you can literally use it as a build tab. You can build right on this guy. Yeah, this is powered by a DNA 60. All right, and this is 18650 battery. And then we have the Tita RBA. All right, I got this done in blue. Badass little RBA. Really, really sick, man. We're gonna go over all this, guys. But first, let's kick it off with a Crackle set, shall we? All right, guys. So first things first, we have the Delro D650. All right, and this is done in Peak, and this is done by Delro X Monarchy. Sitting inside, we have the Monarchy TCM. All right, the TCM RBA, and this is the Nippon edition. Oh yeah. Got the Defy panels on there and the blue Monarchy buttons on there too. That is just some stank Crackle, boy. Next up, guys, we have the LVE Orion 2 Pro. Sturdy 1 Orion. Done in titanium, and of course we have the sturdy 510 tip that uses the sturdy nubs, and we got some Stax panels on there. Last but not least, we have the Kaiser K-Side. All right, this is the K-Side with the Kaiser 2330 RTA. All right, big shout out to Sean Silva, one of the Patreons and gents. He sent this mod and RTA over to me for me to do a review on it. So review coming for this one next week. And then you guys know it wouldn't be a gentleman's video without Ripski of the live sauce. Cheers. And with that, we shall begin. All right, so let's check out this guy, shall we? This is done in army green. All right, got a gigantic fire button. Really clicky, and we got panels on all three sides. All right, so you can take off the sides, the front, and the other side, and of course this side reveals the 510. All right, so and that's powered by an 18650. Got a ODB control wrap on this battery right here, and it has a little battery wheel up there. All right, this thing can come all the way out, and that's the bottom of it. Here is the top of it. Really cool. We got the Royal V3. All right, just says Royal V3, and just a normal DNA 60 menu. But man, it feels super comfy in hand. Really, really nice slim mod. All right, I can really get behind that. Moving on, we have the Tita RBA. And this thing is pretty dope, I gotta say. Pretty freaking dope. This is the blue one. Sorry for the smudges, I've been using this all week. The way to access this deck is just held in by O-rings, all right? And it can go in either way. It can go in either way. As you can see, there is the wick ports, or there's the wick ports on the chamber, and we can see them easier through there. Angled down in. See that? It's kind of angled in there. All right, so just your normal airflow going through there out the bottom. There's your grubs. You got some nice flatheads. Or this chamber is just held in by one O-ring right there. So really easy to take on and off. Let's go over this build deck a little. And guys, forgot to mention, this is 3 milliliter capacity. All right, 3 milliliter capacity. We have this little 510 ring at the bottom, all right? So this is your access to the airflow system. And the airflow system is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. You just unscrew it like that. This right here is an insert on this guy right here. Here's your peak insulator. All right, and that just comes right off, just like that. So the pins go as follows. You have a 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, and 2.5 millimeter insert. And then you have a 3.5 pin. All right, so these inserts, as you can see, they have some O-rings on them right there. You just kind of go in right from there. All right, and then make sure to have your peak insulator on. And then boom, you can use the inserts, 1, 1.5, 2, and 2.5. You can use it that way. Or if you want to use the biggest one, 3.0, you just go ahead and put the insulator on just like that. And go ahead and screw this guy on the bottom. So you got a little bit of threading down there. So we're going to be using this in the 3.0 configuration. And just make sure it's locked on there nice and tight. You can see the little airflow slots down there. All right, so that is our biggest setup right there. That's the 3.0 setup. We just go ahead and put this guy on there when we're ready to start building, or when we're done building and ready to get it inside the tank. In order to build with this guy, we have a 510 auxiliary. Just go ahead and screw this guy right on the bottom. And boom, she is ready to build on. And yes, catch right there, that's really close to the tab, but this fits it perfect. As you can see, it just lines up with that catch right there. So boom, we are ready to build on that thing, just like that. Going inside here, we have in the spares, we have a couple different O-rings, and we have a couple extra grub screws. We have a USB-C cable in there, because yes, we have a USB on the side, all right? On the top here, we have this flush nut. Here we have a 510 little couplet, and then sitting inside here, we have a integral, all right, that matches the mod. But we just have one little O-ring at the bottom, all right? And this thing does pop off, it does pop off a lot, so looks pretty darn good. But guys, let's go ahead and throw a build on this guy. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab our tools out. Gonna need our skizzers. Gonna need a big one. Gonna grab out my 3 millimeter, my 3.0. Back these guys off. Alright, and you definitely get a nice little bit of room in there. Alright, moving on, we have the Vecto 2 kit from Graphics. And from here, we're gonna need our LA clippers, coil majig, chopsticks. And guys, for today's coil, we have some Red's Artisan coils. All right, big shout out to Chris Harper, man. Appreciate all you do for the Patreon menu and everything. Guys, these are featured on the Patreon discounted coil menu, all right? Hell yeah, link below. All right, guys, so these are some tripwires, dual core, Twisted Messes Nichrome 80, 2.5 millimeter ID, and this is coming out to a 0.35 to 0.4 ohm. So these are video building coils that he sends me. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, bro. Zoom in a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on the jig. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so the first things first, we're gonna slide this in there, and it should slide in relatively easy. And guys, we're not gonna push up or push down. We're just gonna get it centered just right over that airflow pin. Go ahead and tighten down a little bit. All right. And your coil's sitting up about yay high. All right, we're gonna actually push this down a little bit, but before we do, let's go ahead and clip her down. And now we can get these grubs in. All right, and this side. Bam. Looks pretty darn good. This is up super high right there. All right, so first things first, we're just gonna lower this coil a little bit. All right, not too much, but just a little bit down there. Actually, you know what? We can go a tad bit lower. Tad bit lower, yep. Yep, that is looking good. All right, so let's go ahead and fire. She looks good. Ready? Should see a little bit of smoke coming off. Yep, right on schedule. All right, it should be heating up pretty quick. Nice, nice. Coming out to a 0.37, right on. Bring it up to 14. Right on schedule. 17. Nice, nice. But the real question, guys, is it looking like a Give and glow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, let's bring her up to 25. Nice. And what we're gonna be building at 30. Whoa, almost burnt myself there. Nice. All right, guys, for today's cotton, we have some firebolt replacement. All right, the Vape shoelace organic cotton. And I did get confirmed that firebolt is no more. So that's the reason why I couldn't find them. So, all right, ready? So let's go ahead and clip off that end. And then we can clip this guy right in half. All right, and then from here, we can take one of these sides and start slowly fanning her out. All right, we want to see it nice and spread out evenly. All right, once that's done, we can go ahead and rip a little chunk off. We can get about 3 to 4 wicks out of this guy right here. All right, and then you can kind of feel it with your fingers. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. American hot dog roll. Remember, we're just forming it like that. And get your twisties going. Bam. Then I like to finish it off just by getting it all even like that. And bam, she is ready for insertion. All right, oh, perfect. And go ahead and you're ready to pull her through. And then just a little back and forth, not too much, just a little bit. And then we're gonna come right to the edge of this deck. All right, and just do a little 1-2 skip maloo. 1-2 skip maloo. Perfect. Now what we're gonna do is fan this guy all around. All right, and we are not trimming the tops off, guys. We are not trimming the tops off. Because now, guys, what we're gonna do is take it and fold it right down in there. Fold it right down in that little well. And it's supposed to be looking just like that. That's perfect. All right, same with this guy. We're gonna go ahead and grab it and get it ready to be pushed down on in there. Just like that, y'all. That's exactly what we're looking for. Just like that, guys, all right? And for today's juice, we have some F.D.H. Pink Bunny. All right, this is some strawberry vanilla wafer. Love this stuff, man. Big shout out to Kaz, bro. Love this stuff. This is their newest flavor they have out. Let's go ahead and get it ready to drip on there. All right, we're just kind of painting this up. All right, let's go ahead and give her a fire at 30. Ready? Oh yeah. Hang on. Yep. She is gonna go, baby. Oh my word. Oh my word. Y'all hear that? Do y'all freaking hear that? All right, try 32. Dude. Yes. All right, so this is one of my gripes that I have to say about this thing right here. So I feel this build tab on here is a little gimmicky because look, when I start building, it's shooting juice everywhere. Thank God this is on the bottom right here, but yeah, I am getting juice everywhere. Yeah, for me, you know, building Crackle builds, you know, I can see this as like a last minute, like if I don't have anything else, but I would not recommend using this as like your daily build. So I'm getting juice everywhere and I don't want it to start getting in the buttons anywhere, you know. But let's try it out at 32. Dude, that's sounding so good. That sounded so good. Let's let you guys hear this. Ready? 32 watts. Absolute insanity, y'all. Absolute insanity. Bam. And then just gotta undo that little part at the bottom. All right, I think she's good to go, y'all. Let's go ahead and cap her. And remember, it can go in any way. Boom. Perfect. And I like to put it on and then take it off to see where it's pinching my cotton at. And then I just move it accordingly. Ready? One more time. Bam. I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, let's go ahead and put this piece back on there. All right, and that allows for plenty of airflow to get through there. Oh yeah. All right, ready? Let's open up that fill port and put some juice in. Bam. Filled this sucker up. Check that out. See how we got a 3 milliliter capacity on top, y'all. And you can see those bubbles starting to form right on top of the wick holes. So this thing is gonna wick for days. Definitely got juice all over that thing, man. Yep, you're gonna get juice everywhere if you build with this thing. So just letting you guys know. If you're gonna do Crackle builds, get ready to do a full clean on it before using it. Alrighty, so we got a freshie in there. Let's go ahead and get ready to load this guy up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And fits in nice. Fits in perfect. Lines up on there beautifully. And then with that O-ring at the bottom, it should push it down to meet a perfect connection. Looks pretty darn good. Looks pretty darn good if I do say so myself. And the very last panel. There we go, guys. That is the finished product right there. So we have the army green and the blue RBA. Looking oh so nice. All right. So we got her going at 32 watts. Let's go ahead and see how she sounds. Dude. All right, guys, I will see you up top. Yo, gents, welcome back to the channel. Dude, that was a fun little build. I mean, other than the juice shooting out all over the battery and stuff like that, but I mean, other than that, it was actually a really fun little build. You know what I'm saying? So usually I fan it all around, chop the tops off and do all that. With this, you're just folding it and tucking it right in that little well. And the juice is just gravity fed, just dripping in there. So, and for optimal juicing, you want to make sure that cotton is touching that wick hole up there. So it has a clear channel where to go. So yeah, that is freaking cool. Let's go ahead and check her out. Dude, I love how small that is. Really, really comfy mod to hold. Go ahead and check her out. Dude. The flavor is okay. It's not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's doing the trick. You know, it's working. There's a slight little bit of turbulence. Now, I don't know if that's user error or something I did with the build, but there's just like this little, you hear that? It's like a slightest little bit of turbulence, but I mean, it is wicking and it's doing its job. Nice crackles, nice cloud production, you know, but the flavor is just not all the way there for me. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's not bad for how affordable it is. You know what I'm saying? And how easy it is to build. It's really not that bad at all. But man, those coils are doing the trick in there. Some Reds Artisan coils, tripwires. Shout out Chris Harper. Dude, these are magnificent. In these little small chamber RBAs, they rock so hard. I got it. They're coming out to a 0.37 at 32 watts, and they're just kicking. That rapid fire crackle at 0.37 ohms, that's so sick right there. It's keeping up, you know what I'm saying? Dude, try to hide that warning. Dude, that F.D.H pink bunny, the strawberry vanilla wafer. Dude, it tastes just like that. Like, so I remember back in the 90s, they sold those little strawberry vanilla wafer packs, and biting into it, it tastes just like that. They hit that spot on. Now, I'm not usually a fan of strawberry, but dude, it definitely tastes like the strawberry vanilla wafer, so gotta give them credit to that. But this is a really good combo right there. The tripwires and the pink bunny inside the Tita dot RBA. It's a really nice combo. It's doing the trick. And I like how everything is flush with that panel. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually, that fire button is it's a really good placement of it. You know, it's a grip it and rip it mod right there. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely doing its trick. Absolutely, for sure. So my one gripe that I would have to say about this mod is that build tab. It's absolutely not for me. You know what I'm saying? I do Crackle builds, and the Crackle shoots out juice particles everywhere. So it gets the mod totally covered in juice. If I was going on a weekend trip and this is all I brought with me, I mean, that's cool. That, you know what I'm saying, you have the build tab and the mod in one. You know what I'm saying? But just to me, it's a little gimmicky. But my one gripe with the Tita RBA is definitely the airflow system. I feel like something in there is making it turbulent. I don't know if it's maybe the way that bottom screw is lining up, but that would be my one gripe with it. And I did have a little bit of leaking with this. Now, I don't know if that's user error or not, but for me, I always make things leak. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did have a little leaking in there. If I were to rate this, I would rate this a solid 7 out of 10. I would rate this a 7 out of 10 setup. It's vapeable and it works, and I mean, it does the trick. It definitely does the job. Like, I'm having an enjoyable time. All right, guys, at this time, I would like to thank the following people, if I could. All right, cheers. These are the members of the Ultimate Kings. Shout out to Robert Ford, Chris Greek, Lucille Joanne, Michael Forgash, James Patrick, Dominic Giles, James Haddon, CJ Castillo, Clinton Starr, Bowen Wang, Joey Little, Sleepy McNoodle, Jaheim Korichkin, Hugh Carter, Logan Wagner, Nick Cristiano, Daryl Montana, Michael Stevens, August Linder, Nick Dudash, Michael Larson, Ryan Berry, aka Scooter Berry, Jamie Robbins, Stetson Moore, and Sergio Gonzalez. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Ultimate Kings. If you're interested in getting your name shouted out in a video, I'll leave links to the Patreon down below. You also get a free set of coils upon joining, and you get access to the Patreon discounted coil menu. And guess what's on there, guys? These Reds Artisan Coils tripwires. So, yeah, I offer these a little bit cheaper than retail price to the Patreon members. So, and you get a free set of coils upon joining. The Ultimate Kings, they get the free set and a free bag of Maviton X cotton, the same cotton I use in like 90% of all my videos. So, yeah, we also have in the Patreon, we have a group chat, and dude, it's lit 24/7. We have so much fun in that group chat. But guys, I also have a Discord server. There's a TGCC videos thread, BST thread, Crackle checks thread, vape mail thread, hand checks thread. Dude, it's so much fun in there. We have so much fun in that Discord server. So I'll leave links to that down below. And guys, make sure to like, subscribe, share the video, all that jazz. Leave comments down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Love hearing everyone's feedback. But guys, why we are here, and the one question I like to ask everyone at the end of the video is, should you get this? Dude, for how affordable it is, and you know, it's DNA 60, and this mod, the RBA looks so clean in there. Dude, I would recommend this easily. It's super affordable, and it's honestly not that bad at all. I'm just really trying to nitpick it, but I would definitely recommend this thing. Absolutely. It has flavor, it has cloud production, it's nice and sleek, it's a nice grip it and rip it mod. So definitely gotta give credit where credit's due. So, but guys, we're gonna do one more and then we'll call it a build video. All right, guys, cheers. One more. Whew. All right, guys, I'm Tyler. I'll catch you in the next one. Later. Love ya. Peace.